Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss the structure of bisexual flowers. Hello students. Do you want to excel in maths and science? We have some don't memorize courses for you which can help you in preparation of maths and science. I have given the links in the description and you can avail 90% of the discount from all these courses. And if you will use this coupon code, you will get extra 10% discount on all the courses. Don't memorize courses are part of Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. Reproduction is the most important function of living organism. Because of the process of reproduction, the living organism will be able to survive and multiply on the earth. In flowering plant, this function is performed by flowers. The flower is usually the most beautiful and conspicuous part of the plant. Conspicuous means attractive part of the plant, so it will attract the flies, the honeybees and butterflies so that they will help the flower in pollination. So flower is the most beautiful and conspicuous part of the plant which will in turn attract the insect which will help flower to pollinate. Now first of all, flower. So we can define flower like this, that flower is a specialized shoot in which the leaves are modified into the floral structure. So this is a special modification of the leaves which are modified as flower or floral structure. Now first of all we are talking about stalk here, and this stalk's main function is to support flower. So it supports flower. It is also known as pedicel. Some flowers may be without stalk and they are known as sessile. Tip of the stalk may also be enlarged to form cup-shaped receptacle or thalamus. Here receptacle is this. So it will enlarge and form a cup-shaped receptacle or thalamus. So it will support the structure of the flower. Now floral parts borne on thalamus are separated in 4 whorls. First whorl, second whorl, third whorl and fourth whorl. So let us talk about all one by one. First whorl. First whorl consists of green sepals. We are talking about sepals. And collectively they are known as calyx. Second whorl consists of large brightly colored petals, these petals, and collectively they are called corolla. Then comes third whorl. Third whorl consists of male parts and symbolically we can represent it like this. Now it has a long thread-like structure which is projecting out and it has a bilobed tip. It is known as stamen and collectively we call it androecium. So stamen has filament, this thread-like structure, and bilobed tip which is known as anther. It is known as stamen and these are male parts. Then comes fourth whorl and it is consist of female part and symbolically we are representing it like this. So in female parts there are 4 parts: ovule, ovary, style and stigma. So this structure which is joining stigma and ovary, it is known as style. At the tip the stigma is there. In the ovary the ovules will be there. And collectively these 4 parts are known as pistil. But collectively all the pistils are called gynoecium or gynoecium. So pistil, which is also called as carpel, is consist of ovary. It has ovules, then style and then stigma. Parts in one carpel or one pistil: ovary, style and stigma. And in the ovary the ovules will be there. So these are the female parts. Now collectively these female parts are known as gynoecium. Now let us see the difference between complete and incomplete flowers. Now complete flowers are the one which has all the 4 whorls and they are also known as perfect flowers. Then comes incomplete flowers. They are also known as imperfect flowers. And why they are known as imperfect flowers? Because they are missing one or more sets of floral whorls and that's why they are known as incomplete flowers. Then comes essential and non-essential parts of flowers. Now essential parts of the flowers which are directly concerned with the reproduction. That means the female parts and male parts. It consists of stamen and carpel. We know that stamen is further dividing into anther and filament, and carpel is further divided into stigma, style, ovary and ovule. So these are the essential part of any flower. Then comes non-essential parts. Generally these parts are helping parts. The parts which are helped flower in pollination or in reproduction. They are known as non-essential or helping parts. So function of these helping parts are they will protect the reproductive parts and they will make flower attractive for the pollination. So their function is to protect the reproductive part and to make flower more attractive for the pollination. Now in some flowers, these sepals and petals, sepals are generally green and petals are colorful. So these two looks exactly similar. We cannot distinguish which is a sepal and which is a petal. So those are known as tepals. Now collectively it is known as perianth. When perianth is green like sepal, it is known as sepaloid perianth. But when perianth is non-green, it is described as petaloid perianth. So when sepals and petals look same, it is known as perianth. When it is green, it is known as sepaloid. When it is non-green, it is known as petaloid. Now bract. So when flower arises in the exile of the leaf structure, this structure is known as bract. Let us take an example of bougainvillea. So in this, the flower which is in the middle, the small cylindrical, white and attached inner side of the bract. So these are the flowers. We often mistakenly take this colorful and large bract as a sepals, but they are bract, whereas the flowers are this. Often mistakenly take this large colorful bract as flower, but flower is this which is inside cylindrical attached inner side of the bract. So these are the flowers and not outside colorful large parts are flower. They are actually bract. Now let us learn about nectaries. So most flower produce a sweet fragrant liquid called nectar. Now group of nectar secreting cells are called nectaries. So whatever fragrant liquid they are producing, it is known as nectar, and this nectar producing cells are known as nectaries. They are situated at the base of the pistil. So this is a pistil and they are situated at the base of the pistil or on the base of the petal This nectar producing cell are situated. They are nectaries. Nectar attracts insect honeybees for cross pollination. Now this nectar is a food for insects like honeybees, butterfly and flies. So these insects will come to take the nectar and in turn they will help flower in cross pollination and in reproduction. In some cases nectaries are very prominent like nasturtium. Nasturtium is a flower, and if we will cut the nasturtium flower in half, then we will be able to see the liquid nectar at the base of the sepals. So that is why in some cases these nectaries are very prominent like nasturtium. Now let us see the differentiation of flower based on its sexuality. So sexuality of the flowers, under that the bisexual flowers are there, unisexual flowers are there and neuter flowers are there. So first we are talking about bisexual flowers. So they have both the parts, anther and carpel. So the anther of the stamen produces pollens which has male cells in it. We also call them male gametes. Then ovary of the carpel bears the ovules which encloses the egg cell, and it is also known as female gametes. Floral part which contains both stamen and carpel, it is known as bisexual flowers or hermaphrodite. And examples are hibiscus, rose and lily. These flowers are having both the parts, female gametes and male gametes. So they are having stamen and carpel as their reproductive parts. Now the flower which has only one of these parts, they are known as unisexual or incomplete flower. For example, papaya and palm. So they either have female part or have male part. Now unisexual flower which has only stamen. So it is known as staminate or male flower. Now unisex flower which has only carpel. So it is known as pistillate or female flower. So under unisexual flowers there are two types of flowers. Either they are bearing the male part or they are bearing the female part. If they are bearing the male part, then it is known as staminate. If they are bearing the female part, then it is known as pistillate flowers. Then comes neuter flower. A flower in which both male and female reproductive organs are lacking. They are known as neuter flower. Now examples are ray florets of sunflower. They are coming under the category of neuter flower. Hope this video has helped you to understand the concept. See you in next video. Please subscribe us for more such important videos and content.